Mir, have you run the... Mir, have you run the... Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to all of you and also to the people participating with us at the YouTube live. Selamat datang ke Sembang Chillex Kejuruteraan Bersama IEM. So this is the first 6 episodes. So we have 5 episodes which you can find dekat dalam YouTube channel with IEM. And for this particular episode 6, we have really interesting topic to discuss. Dan kita ada 3 panelists yang very interesting for us to introduce to all of our people as well. So I'm going to talk about a topic called Dulu Saya Engineer. So why basically Dulu Saya Engineer? So what we have is the people who basically follow their dreams, whatever that they are love with, they love in their life, and pursue what they want. So we have 3 panelists today. So one, we do have Mazliana. Mazliana is a pilot, and you will hear a lot more about her later. Second, we have Rain, Noreen over here. And Noreen also used to be an engineer. Now she's an entrepreneur. And we have Jenoman as well. And well, he studied civil engineering, but right now is a lecturer, teaching music. Music technology. But it is very technical, but but he also composes songs and all that. So I will let you all later talk about yourselves. But for right now, I would like to just kick off the session with some of the questions. Probably I will start with Rain, since I know Rain very well, since we worked together before. So let's start with Rain. Rain, can you just introduce yourself a little bit? A brief one, because later I will go in and ask some more questions, follow-up questions on that. Go ahead, Rain.
All right. I'm Rain. I was drilling engineer actually in oil and gas industry before. I mean, if you guys can hear me. All right. I was in industry like 10 years before I quit. I call it end of the game or day. But now I am a business owner. One of my business is coffee. So I'm the proud owner of a Kopi K brand. I think the one yang we have like almost 50 plus branch outlet all over Malaysia. So currently I'm in Bali. I'm sorry, but this is like very Sembang Chillex. So I'm in Bali. This is the thing and the perks of having a like do what I want before this. Flexibility and where I can work anywhere yang I suka. So yep, all about me, kind of on the surface lah.
Okay, thank you, Red, for that introduction. Later we will have follow-up questions, in terms of why you did that and, follow-up questions and all that, yeah, later. But right now, the second panelist that we have is Mazliana. Mazliana is a pilot. Go ahead, Mazliana. Just a brief introduction about yourself.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Mazliana. Previously, I have a civil engineering working experience about 6 to 7 years old. 6 to 7. Then I quit the job, joining the flying school. Now I become a pilot as a cargo company, Cargo Express. Previously working with the Malindo as known as now Batik Air. That's all about me.
Thank you, Mazliana. Okay, and we have Encik Norman. Encik Norman, go ahead and introduce yourself a little bit.
Okay, my name is Norman Rashid. It's a long time ago. Spent about almost setengah abad. I went to study civil engineering dekat University of Utah. Lepas tu grad, terus pergi Los Angeles. Terus cari kerja kat situ, dapat kerja sebagai civil engineer, work with a consultant civil engineering firm, specializing in soil testing. Sebab Los Angeles is basically a earthquake prone city kan. So diorang banyak testing about bila nak buat rumah ke apa, banyak paper nak kena isi, nak kena testing semua. So that company specialize in soil testing untuk earthquake. So I work in one company and then later another company took me join another company yang consultant untuk buat drainage, hydraulics and stuff like that. Sekejap. So I worked for 5 years, then I balik, decided tak nak buat engineering. While I was there, my office dekat sebelah UCLA, so I start studying music at night.
So dekat US itself, you started studying music already,
yeah? Yeah, dekat UCLA buat film scoring dengan music engineering, recording engineering. Lepas tu decided dah 5 tahun, have enough. Saya menyetan lama sangat. Lepas tu balik decided to pursue music lah. So balik join Warner Music. Kerja dengan Warner Music sampai 2001 and then saw the writing on the wall, left music. I betrayed the music industry basically. Marah kawan-kawan. I become a lecturer. Jadi cikgu sejak 2001 sampai sekarang.
But right now, as a sound tech punya industry, it's basically very engineering juga lah kan?
Sebab there's the engineering in me lah, yang sikit. So that's why instead, masa dekat Warner Music tu, I was a composer as well as my job masa tu involve masuk studio, recording of the artist, semua artis Warner Music masa tu. So I was into the engineering part, no problem. So
and at that time, Warner Music is actually the in thing, isn't it? It's one of the top, because right now probably the younger generation do not know what Warner Music is. Yeah, but tapi masa zaman kita dulu, it's like wow, Warner Music. That's where Francisca Peters was there. Yeah.
Sheila Majid, Zain Abidin.
Yeah, that was like Okay, thank you, Encik Norman. Nanti kemudian we come back over to you. Now back over to Rain. Yeah, Rain. One thing that that really probably puzzles other people lah, not me, because I know you, but the puzzles other people is that you basically are not just chalang-chalang drilling engineer. You have written papers, you have presented at conferences, you have worked with some of the top companies in Malaysia, as well as companies, international companies. So but you left all of that, and also when you left, you left quite a lot of money as well. So tell us a little bit about your passion over here.
I still remember last sorry. Okay. I hope you guys dengar lah. Okay, I still remember the last moment I sent a resignation letter to you. And we have a good coffee session after that. And that time I actually already planned to go to Abu Dhabi to present my dynamic paper lah, SP paper. But very lucky that time I was like, maybe I go for another opportunity semua. Then that is all about the Petronas time. So I worked for Petronas 5 years as a scholars. I have to work with them 10 years actually. I bukan keluar leaving the good money, but also I have to pay money to them for leaving them. So it's actually a big sacrifice for me lah. Ramai orang cakap, oh, leaving good money for a good money, but no, actually I live and I pay some amount of money to Petronas. To say that 10 years I in the industry, I love my job. I love drilling lah, especially oil and gas. Drilling is actually, kalau oil and gas ni, diorang akan faham, drilling ni is like a very superior punya position in all and gas industry. So siapa yang cakap, siapa yang tanya, you kerja apa? Oil and gas, tapi the position tu is like something very big and very rare lah sebenarnya. Kalau dulu, even Malaysian untuk jadi seorang drilling engineer sangat rare. Betul tak, Razak?
Betul. But I think tu lah. I guess for the people out there kan, untuk adik-adik kita yang thinking of what do they want to do and all that kan. So but engineering is something that you love to do. And how do you find how engineering can actually help you with what you do right now?
I leave it for I jadi business owner kan. Now I running kopi K punya business, coffee based punya ni lah produk, all the outlet, ada cafe. In engineering ni dia ajar I jadi disiplin lah, good discipline lah. Dia all behavior kita kan, kita do one by one, step by step, sebab kita ada like selalunya I dulu beratus saya kena hafal the standard procedure kan. I kena buat drilling plan. So I memang jadi disiplin lah. So benda-benda tu banyak tolong I lah. Project management, I manage every project. Tapi dalam bila you dah apply as a business owner, every menu ke, every product you dah pandai manage lah. Those are the skill lah.
Okay, wait. I think you gave a very important points over there. One is the project management, and second is discipline. I would like you to hold to that first before we move to Mazliana pula, because kita nak try to get the input from all of the people, because what the whole purpose of the session over here is to let the adik-adik yang kat luar tu, anak-anak yang kat luar tu yang trying to decide what they wanted to do in their life, whether engineering is the right career for them. To me, if you start yourself with engineering education, and you can move on to do whatever that you love to do, you can pursue your passion later in life. Because at the end of the day, I am very supportive of people who pursue what they love to do, because once they love to do, what they are doing, they do it much better. Okay, move to Mazliana. Mazliana, you, if I were to see your CV, I am very, very impressed that you actually have done a lot of big mega project dekat Malaysia ni, construction project kan. So probably many of the adik-adik yang kat luar tu would like to know why suddenly you want to fly.
Okay, sincerely from the kids lah, from kecil, from I I like to become an engineer because my father as a QS, he always bring me to the site, so I already familiar with the site environment. So I really love with the travel everywhere with my dad. So from that, I decide to become an engineer, okay, civil engineer. Then when I start working, because I think at my age, not on that time, in Malaysia don't have female pilots, okay? Pilot only for male. If you want to fly, you only can go for stewardess. But my parents don't allow me lah, okay? So okay, I go to engineering.
Sebab anak aku pandai kan. Anak aku pandai dia jadi engineer. Tak boleh jadi stewardess.
So okay, but I really love to work in men's punya environments. Okay, outside, especially site environments lah. So I study, go to university, complete my degree, my diploma first, my degree in UiTM, Shah Alam. And then from Siti Hawa is one of my lecturer during my degree. Okay, then after complete that, I joined the construction company. My first job is doing MR2 repairing work. Okay, so there's a very controversy project on that time. So I have and in that company only one female engineer and Malay in that company. So I have to deal with all the governments or the ministry, because to solve the problems. And at one point after 1 year working, suddenly something happened. So I decide to quit the job, join the flying school, and while I got the license but don't have work, but I have a degree in engineering. So I joined back working in the construction company until I have an opportunity to become a pilot. Then okay, I discussed with my husband, my family. I quit the job, joined the airlines. And
that's a really interesting story, because I think I have a friend as well who basically love to become a pilot, but he has eyesight impairment. He wear glasses and all that, but he still loves doing it. And after many years of becoming I think a communication system engineer, and he opened up his own flying simulations school. So that is his story. So it's like I realize people who wants to become a pilot, they will become a pilot regardless of whatever happens, isn't it?
Yes. We have to find a way to go.
Well, but why didn't you start right from the start? You just start becoming a pilot, right from the start after school. Why did you do that?
Because that time I not really what you can say, know about the flying. I know, okay,
the opportunity wasn't there. Yeah.
I don't know about you can pay by your own to get your license, but before that,
you guys semua kena join MAS je tu,
yeah,
kan?
you have to join MAS, but that time MAS not take female pilot. Only when Asia opens, they open for the female pilot. But during degree, I try to apply actually. I tried to apply, but it's not lucky. So okay, continue my degree.
Wow, that means you've been trying throughout your life, and I am so very, very happy that you finally are doing whatever that you actually love to do. Um, no, I think that I think the story that people should learn from here is that you should never give up on your passion, what you really
Yes.
love to do in life, and I think all three of you is a great example who basically started off in engineering, but went ahead and pursue whatever you all really, really love in your life. One pilot, the one wants to become an entrepreneur, and the other one is actually a musician. Okay, hold on that thought, Mazlana. Let's move on to Encik Norman over here. Encik Norman, I think Encik Norman is one of the, to me, is one of the interesting punya ni, because he successfully go and become a musician, carved out his name in the industry, and still are able to actually bring engineering into his career move. Okay, you know, man, tell us a little bit about that.
Well, actually, if you know people my age, kita orang kalau tak ada macam generation macam Nana, generation Rain, generation, kita tak boleh pilih apa yang kita nak. So masa dulu kalau dia orang tengok, oh kau punya maths, kau add maths okay, kau major maths okay, kau punya science, kau buat engineering, kau buat, somebody make the choice for you. So tak ada choice masa tu. So I masuk dalam engineering is terpaksa, macam terpaksa lah. Tak adalah, no, tapi
I truly understand, because during my time as well, many of my friends actually who wanted to become a doctor whatsoever, but because of some of the subjects that they did not score whatsoever, the government basically simply put them in whatever major that they can fit in lah. I truly understand your situation, and I think some of my friends have that issue as well last time. Yeah, go ahead, Encik Norman.
I satu sekolah dengan Siti Awa, doktor, satu kelas dengan dia. So she knows me really well. So masa time form 5 tu, I always throughout my life kan, I always just ngam-ngam je nak masuk mana-mana pun. I never excel in anything. Sampai sekarang pun I did not really excel in anything. I just just enjoy life, buat benda just enough to get me to pass. Sampai so masa form 5 pun masuk buat benda tu pun last minute study, lepas tu macam mana boleh clear. Lepas tu awal semua dengan budak-budak semua dapat pergi overseas, I tak dapat pergi sebab at that time I was, do you know article 13 yang recently, article 13, anak-anak yang mak dia Malaysian tapi anak dia bukan Malaysian kan. So I was born in Singapore, and I migrate, then my mom migrate from Singapore. So bila I masuk Malaysia, I tak dapat ICU. Even though I was born Malaysian, I was born in a time when Singapore was part of Malaysia. So I cannot go anywhere. So masuk form 6. Masuk form 6 baru boleh dapat macam mana my mom struggle kan, dapat tukar warga negara, jadilah warga Malaysia. So masuk ITM, buat diploma engineering sebab like I said tak ada choice. With my result dapatlah masuk buat engineering. Lepas tu masuk engineering dekat ITM, dapat pergi overseas buat degree. So I pergi degree, so buatlah dekat Salt Lake. Dah grad semua tu kan, dapat surat daripada JPA. I was a JPA scholar. So dapat, awak, kita orang tak ada kerja untuk awak, so awak dilepaskan bond. So, so I was
at that time you still have the beasiswa, isn't it?
Yeah. So
okay.
Dapat beasiswa dekat university, dapat engineering. So bila I grad, dapat surat tu, I say kawan-kawan semua balik, I tak balik lah. So I pergi LA cari kerja. So I pergi bawa masa tu ada RM50 dia, I remember. Pergi LA, lepak dengan Malaysian punya, kat situ ada banyak Malaysian dekat around airport LAX tu, banyak about 200 Malaysian kat situ yang yang balik nak balik tapi tak sanggup nak naik kapal terbang balik Malaysia, so they just stay around the airport. So 200 orang. So I stay in one of the house. So dari situ I start kerja part time. I jadi beta tester untuk software. Masa tu software make it Windows. Company tu beta test Windows tu masa tu 1.1 tengah beta testing. The Windows that you pakai sekarang I dulu beta test dekat kali. So I kerja tu, sambil I kerja beta testing tu, it doesn't take the whole day. Office hours 7 and 9 ingat. I remember I naik basikal pergi kerja. So sambil kerja tu, bila dah habis suite of software yang I kena test tu, the Windows punya software tu, I ada Yellow Pages, if you all know. Yellow Pages is a directory of phone numbers. I letak kat situ, I start calling. Do you have a job for me? I have a civil engineering degree. Do you have a job? I call one by one semua companies. Last ada satu company tu cakap, oh, why don't you come in and we'll have a chat, kan? So I pergi kat situ, berbual dengan bos Mak Salih tu gemuk, besar gym, I remember. Berbual. Weekdays saya cabut kerja, dia cakap, okay, can you come on Friday? What? Why? I tanyalah, kenapa datang Friday? Second interview ke apa? I thought, dia cakap, no, you're gonna start work on Friday. Really? You didn't even look at my transcript? Dia cakap, no, I've seen what I want to see. So, masa tu lah start my civil engineering career. So, I kerja that civil engineering firm. Kecil je firm tu, consultant firm kecil. Sebelah UCLA. So, I kerja kat situ lah. Dekat, dekat Amerika, civil engineering ni is a non-glamorous job. Okay, so most of the Americans, diorang lebih suka yang glamour macam kerja software, kan? It's more glamorous engineering. Yang civil engineering tak glamour, kerja buat longkang, kerja buat tu, siapa nak, kan? So yang kerja kat situ semua mostly minority. Bila I masuk dalam office tu, I tengok dekat office ni Russian, ada Canadian situ. Dekat belakang tu ada 2 orang yang I faham bahasa dia. Mula I don't know who they are. They look Chinese. Ya, faham bahasa dia orang ni. Rupanya dia orang Indonesian, American Indonesian. Ada Iranian, ada 2-3 orang. Russian ramai juga. And then boss is American, Mak Saleh. Boss. Lepas tu adalah lagi 3 orang daripada Amerika, engineer Amerika, ada 3-4 orang juga. So dalam tu is.
But during that time you were inclined to music already.
Masa sebelum tu dekat sekolah semua belajar main muzik semua apa. Tapi jalan tak ada formal music, tak ada. Masa tu pun ada. Mana mampu, miskin.
It's like the music school or whatever kan at that time. At that time I remember as well the choices of a degree that you can take, there is nothing at all about music, isn't it? Especially the arts punya area. Kalau the art stream tu, I remember the focus would be to become a lawyer lah, to be accountant and all that kan. So it's either you are in science or you are in art stream.
Yeah,
so but right now I think adik-adik kita dekat luar tu is actually quite fortunate, because nowadays it's not just the engineering, law, whatsoever, but they also have a degree like animation. And in fact you are teaching one of the courses yang macam sound technology kan, and that is something that they can really, so the kids nowadays are very, very fortunate. And it is really up to them to decide what they really wanted to do in life. Yeah. Okay. Hold that thought, Encik Roman. Kita go back to Rain. Yeah. So, Rain, back to you. In terms of work that you have done, to become a successful entrepreneur, there's a lot of hard work that you have done, and compared to the work that you have done before, this is harder. From the way that you're telling the story, your life is harder, but you are happier. Talk a little bit about that.
Yalah, sebab dulu kalau kita drilling engineer semua, everything dah on paper, dah already. You have to follow, macam I kerja dengan Petronas, dia ada Petronas Technical Standard. Everything ready for you. You just need to improvise. all the procedure, mana-mana pun. Industri ni is a very worldwide punya ni kan, industry. The same procedure kita guna. So I kerja mana-mana pun, I kerja kat Japan ke, Australia, I've been there like for business trip, semua sama. Dia guna kitab yang sama. But then when I involve in entrepreneur, dia benda tu jadi flexible and you have to create your own procedure. Benda tu yang macam aduhai. Because benda ni memang banyak business tapi your uniqueness tu, your brand tu dia ada tersendiri. So you have to buat sendiri itulah yang you just dapatkan maybe an example from others, then you kena olah dengan cara you and then you buat your own thing lah.
Your creativity would come in. I know you are a creative person as well. When you
actually, I'm very analognya 0-1 yes or no, because engineer kan we design to be actually a semi robot because we follow kan things.
Yeah, because we always have standards that we need to follow, and it always per whatever that has been approved or written. You know, we execute things.
Probability 10%, less than 5%. That's it. You cannot make more mistake than 5%. Itu normal. Tapi in business you cannot do that, or else you cannot be like very open. You cannot like you tak boleh try. So dalam business ni I work hard to actually develop my creativity punya skill. I memang work hard. I mean I love being an engineer, but I love more to be right now. Sebab dia test my what is my limits in other field yang I tak pernah buat. I tak pernah pun melukis, ambil gambar dulu. Engineer, mana ada nak ambil gambar cantik-cantik, backlighting lah, itulah ini. But because of dah jadi entrepreneur, on coffee kita kena tahu colour yang cantik, how to present so that nampak, sedap, orang nak beli.
The marketing side of it, yeah, you really have to learn all of those, because you know you were not trained in business or advertising or marketing, but right now you are learning all of that on your own.
I have to tell everyone lah kat sini, yeah, you follow your passion, yes, but sometimes passion doesn't like give you enough money to pay your whatever you want, right? So you need to passion with discipline and work hard. You don't let, because I love painting, I nak buat painting, but then you need an income, right? I suka business. Ada je yang orang involve business fail because I nak quit ni because I nak start business. This is my passion since kid lah tu. Tapi dia tak buat dengan disiplin pun problem. So that's when my engineering punya experience helps me to be really disciplined, to push my limits, to be like macam try something yang I tak pernah buat. And try to be flexible more than probability of 5%. And use different color. Even in business, you know, like engineer ni macam boring sebenarnya, betul. Black and white, blue, right? Very simple. Tapi because of the discipline tu help me to, jom kita macam I try warna merah, I try warna hijau on my life. So benda tu dah jadi interesting lah.
I think Rain, you brought a very interesting point over there. It's like macam we basically adapt to whatever situation that we are in, and would you say your life is harder as an entrepreneur as compared to being an engineer?
That one dia, when I was drilling engineer, it's harder, but it's something yang I rasa macam I stuck at one place. I'm in the box. I cannot go out. Tapi kalau entrepreneur ni as harder, but I having fun. You know, harder yang you having fun.
You can unleash your creativity. You are more. I can see that you are more energetic as an entrepreneur as compared to when you are an engineer. You were a good engineer. I must say that. But right now you know there's a glow in you whenever that you speak about business. Thank you, Rain. Now I would like to move to Mazlana, and I think the when the kids out there wanted to know, probably when you follow your passion, your life is much easier. Is it the same case to you as well, Nana? Adakah your life ni is like easier right now as compared to you when you were an engineer?
I can say yes, but actually engineer is one of my passions. So because from the engineering, they teach me a lot like Rain said just now, a lot about disciplines, about our commitment to complete our tasks. But then when I joined the airlines, so I implement what I learned from the engineering to the airlines, as a pilot. It made me very easier to solve the problem. Just in engineering, you have to struggle when you start from you start one project from start to end. It takes you 2 years to complete the whole project. But in the airlines, only one flight, okay, you're done. You take off, you landing, okay, your job is done. You complete your task for that day. You release your burdens. But in engineering, as long the project is not complete, all your burdens you have to handle. You have to deal with the consultant, the subcon, the main con, everything with your boss. Every time meeting, you will sweating because you have to answer during the meeting. Okay, Nana, what's your progress? How your projects now? What happens? You have to answer everything. That's really stress, but you enjoy when you complete the job. You see the job. Wow, finally, the project is done. I can do it. I managed to do with the struggle time. But when you join for the airline side, the task very simple. Complete the flight, safe flight. No issue happens. You will have to deal with the passenger, with the crew. Everything's done. Your job is done. Complete for that day. So you have to prepare for tomorrow flights. That's all.
But it is still a big burden because you have like you are carrying
Yeah. Okay. When
an airplane and with people and also cargo, which is very near. So I can understand it's like it's quite stressful juga lah.
Yeah, stressful when that's true. When you fly with before this I fly with the passenger airlines, kan? So you have to carry about 180% back of you to the destination. That's what I said. When you land safely on the destination, your burden macam, okay, Cap, everything's done. Alhamdulillah. We managed to do, especially when we go through into the weather. Wow, they're very stressful at night because you cannot see the weather, the cloud build up in front of you, so you have to monitor properly. So when you touch down, safe landing, nice. Then when you get compliment, especially when you get compliment from the passenger, for your crew, that's very macam your stressful hilang.
I truly understand that because in my career as well as an engineer lah. So I used to become the customer support engineer. So whenever that the customer call in for the problems that they have, and then we manage to solve the customer's problem, and the customer say, "You saved my life." It's like, right in the middle of at night, when they are doing their reports, and then suddenly the database crash on them, and then we guide them through step by step, and it is troublesome to me. It's like problems only happen at night. So but when they say that you saved my life, it's a great relief, and I can understand that gives you satisfaction. And which brings me, I think, a profession which brings you satisfaction, that is one of the most important thing. I think as human being, we need to feel satisfied with whatever that we do.
Yes.
And all of you are in a successful area in that, because you are pursuing your passion. Okay, hold that thought, and I'm going over to Cik Norman over here. I'm always finding Cik Norman interesting because that is the music part of it. How basically do you apply engineering into your music right now? Go ahead.
Okay, the thing is, music, kalau you nak buat something, my class, I think, involves a lot of composing. I have to compose a lot of songs for my assignments. So composing of music is, even though it seems very organic, and it's like very random. You ambil something out of thin air and create something. So the creating part is very similar to engineering. You have to, macam ada, kalau you buat programming kan, you program script apa, you have to buat write code apa semua kan, and then you have to make sure it runs well, and it has to follow certain rules kan. So music, even though surprisingly dia punya irony tu, walaupun dia is very how to say, creative kan, you put into something yang concrete, yang boleh dengar kan, is very similar to engineering. So you have to write a song, you have to repeat certain parts, there are some certain songs that you have certain section of the song that you have to organize so that it flows to the next part, so that it makes sense, and then repeat. So that's the thing. So that's the engineering part. So, and then I was starting to go. Since I started masuk LA into the computer, so I start to see the music start to go into the computer part of the world media kan. So a lot of musicians that start connecting these two together, computer and engineering with music. So I was at the forefront at that time. I was able. So dalam kelas, my assignment tu, I was the only one yang pakai computer untuk compose my assignments apa semua. So that part is the contribution of engineering to my music. So I was already start composing outside. I start jumpa musician outside of my social life, dah start involve music. Masa tu barulah I jumpa Iman Wan, or if you guys know Iman Wan, Darren Wan, he was in LA at that time. So we start doing music together. We got together, berkenal each other, and then we start. He write song, I write song. So we start to compose songs. So that one start to snowball lah. There was two. So that's, and I remember I was doing my sebab USLA dekat je, I jalan kaki je dia main office malam-malam kan, dah lepas jalan. So kadang-kadang I buat homework, dah lepas office tu, dah lepas pukul 5 tu, I buat homework, I print out dekat blueprinter tu kan, printer blueprint. I print out my music kat situ. Bila orang dah balik kan, kadang-kadang engineer yang balik lambat, ini bukan engineering, ini score untuk film. So I print out besar-besar untuk sebab kita punya homework, kita kena write out the music, pergi dekat kelas, nanti ada musician datang, kena kasih kat musician, dia orang kena main, dan you kena conduct. So I had to print out. So I was the only one yang print out. So that is what the engineering part is contributing lah. So it helps me write music in a very programming manner, very engineering,
very structured.
Very structured.
That's the word. Because you always have the first verse, chorus, second verse, and then bridge and all that.
And then the theme, so that you have to repeat and then support that theme. So it's very engineering.
But you know what? Right now, what do you teach at German University?
The classes, I think digital audio technology. So I teach students how to use software in order to. So it's more, since Xiamen is more IT information, so it's more of using programming untuk program songs, untuk the software, bukan kreatif. So Xiamen tak kreatif langsung. It's very, so how to use the software when you need to solve a problem, music problem, you need to recording, bukan music untuk recording. It's very big on games kat sini.
But you mentioned music problems. What do we consider as music problem?
So for example, they orang buat games kan, they learn how to buat games. So how to put music in their games without being a musician. So these days kan you boleh buat music tanpa jadi musician. So I teach them how to tipu basically. Quote unquote. And then also sekarang AI you boleh generate music even though you don't know play any notes. So that part is a reality that you can do music without being a musician, without having formal music. Tapi in this case it's just for them to help them ideas of what music. So later of course they will have to find real musician. Kalau dia buat real games kan have to put music.
So this is like macam sound engineer, is it?
Yeah, basically sound design lah. Sound design is a better word.
Okay. Was this a part of engineering punya course ataupun not an engineering course?
It's part of it's part of digital media technology punya track.
Oh, okay.
So dalam tu is very heavy on games. Programming.
But the GT that you go through, is very interesting because I think your path is not like any of our path over here. You're the student yang nakal. I can see that you're student nakal.
Memang pernah kena kejar dekat kamu sebab main gitar kan. Habis orang kampung kan dia tengok I was considered the smart boy lah dekat kampung yang budak-budak lain tu. So bila I join budak-budak ni main gitar, jiran marah. Kau apa pasal campur budak-budak ni main gitar semua, kena kerja dengan orang. So balik. Jangan main gitar, pergi belajar, pergi buat. Apa pula I cakap, you bukan my father.
I think it's very important for our audience out there to know that whatever that they are passionate about in life, they should pursue it because that will give them satisfaction in life. We do have about 10 more minutes before we finish up. Is there any question from our audience? Kalau tak ada, I have more questions with it. Ada ke question daripada May? Farah? Okay, kalau tak ada tak apa, kita teruskan dengan program kita because I think it's it's interesting, Nan from YouTube. Okay, that's cool. All right, back to Rain, yeah. So Rain, in terms of your right now, do you foresee yourself ever going back to engineering?
I got that question many times before, and many times I say no. But
Because
I'm doing a consultant juga because some of the junior drilling engineer they masih lagi come to me and ask me quite few thing lah on the technical part because I handle a deep water punya ni kan engineering before this. It's very superb and very rare ni kan profile kan, well profile. So adalah diorang come back to me, diorang tanya how to on the solution, how to deal with sort of thing. Tapi to come back, definitely no.
Tapi once in a while, when people wanted to ask question whatsoever, kan, ataupun right now probably kalau they come and ask question, okay, you buy coffee first, yeah. So
since you have staff semua kan, why don't you just macam buat consultation je? Say no, I don't want to do that. I can help you with free of charge. But no, I'm not gonna drag myself to be, an engineer, because I love the experience. I love the what I did before. But itulah, no lah, big no lah.
Sama lah. I love the experience of being an engineer.
Big no.
But
Because I found my path as an entrepreneur. That's it.
I think I kind of agree with all of you lah. I mean, like probably as for myself, kan, I am still in the engineering line. I am still a consultant, but a lot more of my work is dealing with a lot more on project management. So I don't run away from engineering per se, but there's less and less of the engineering that I do lah. So I can understand all three of you punya moving to your passion, and I'm so glad all of you basically found your passion in life. And I would like the listeners out there, the audience that we have out there, realize that you can be whatever that you want to be, but engineering is one of the place where you can start with, that gives you the basic training of how to survive in any condition out there.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yeah. And I believe all three of you at the one of those brilliant people,
not brilliant.
and also passionate people as well, because you pursue some people, if whenever that they have a strong passion, but they are afraid to actually step out of their comfort boundary.
Yeah.
I for one can say that, because I used to work in a company, a well-known company, but then it was hard for me to get out of that company, because that company has given me so much, and has built me, and also makes me whoever great it was. But you need to step out of your comfort boundary, and I think Rain, and I think Nana, as well as Norman, all three of you have stepped out, and it wasn't easy.
I remember my boss punya face bila I handed my resignation letter. What? For music?
It's probably the same face that when Rain sent me her resignation.
Same goes to me. My boss. Are you serious, Nana? Pilot. Oh no.
Sama.
but I must say, it's not easy to step out of our comfort zone.
Right.
But I would like all of the people out there to know that if you want to be successful in whatever you love doing, you love your life, go ahead. Yes, sacrifice. Do some sacrifices, and I know we will one day be or we are already satisfied with whatever that we do. Yeah. So we are coming towards the end of our program. I would like to thank all three of you for spending time with us. But before the parting punya remarks ni, I would like each one of you to give an advice to our people out there. People out there, what what do you want our audience to know? Let's start with Rin. Go ahead.
Oh, asyik-asyik I je nombor 1.
Ada R.
Tak apalah, okay lah. Quick one. To be who I am now is actually what I did before. You kena faham I am very good now. Yes, I can claim that. I'm very proud to say that I'm a proud owner of Kopi K. My business is doing well. I do a very creativity and out of the box punya kerja. Tapi you kena faham, apa yang mold I today is what I've done before. I discipline. I kerja for 10 past years before tu I memang buat as per my boss nak. And kalau Razak ni sebenarnya boss I dulu. Dia bagi I 1 kerja atau 3 kerja or 10, I tak pernah say no. That is my very commitment I. Kalau dia bagi 10, I will ask for 15 punya kerja. Kalau dia kata Rin hantar hari Jumaat, hari Rabu I dah jumpa dia. Okay bos, betul tak? Something like that. So itu yang develop I jadi who I am today. Dia bukan macam tiba-tiba, wow Rin, you are very good. No. Not because today I buat today. No. Skill ni semua kita develop masa kita mula-mula kerja. Because masa kerja baru you berbual dengan orang, you ikut lah, you tahu apa you nak buat, everything. So bagi I lah untuk nasihat pada adik-adik semua, jangan terlalu ikut passion sangat. Best lah Rin jadi business Kopi K ni. You kena faham, I kerja dengan orang dulu. I belajar macam mana nak manage people. Dulu I punya staff kat RIG berapa? 300 orang, lelaki semua. Razak selalu hantar I sampai dekat mana? Louisiana, sorang-sorang kot kat US. I deal dengan masalah yang besar daripada I 3 kali ganda. But then that's the brave tu I dapat because of my work dulu. So I love doing. I takkan trade off my experience dengan whatever things pun. Walaupun I kata I say no, big no to nak jadi engineer back. Tapi I will never trade that experience. Itu yang buat I jadi sekarang. So itulah, as much as kita suka follow our passion, kena remember you have to work dulu.
Work hard first, yeah? Okay, thank you, Ray. Let's go to Nana before we end the session. Go ahead, Nana.
Okay, I agree what Ray said. Follow your ambitions, but don't follow your friends, your family members. Okay, you have to become like this. Do what you want to do, but you have to discipline. Discipline is number 1. Then you have to learn from your seniors. Don't arrogant. Don't malu to ask from your supervisor, your subcon, your workers. Don't malu because you are still young. Because what you study from university, you cannot get from the actual environments. So you have to learn from your senior. Don't shy. Learn and discipline. You have to hold all the way. Then you can be a success. Don't worry.
Thank you, Nana. That is a great advice to all of our audience out there. Okay, Cik Rahman, go ahead.
Okay, to me, it's all passion. Yeah, it's pointless to do anything without passion. Yeah, so passion. To the kids out there, macam Nana cakap tadi, jangan dengar apa tu, ikut your heart, follow your passion. Tapi you have to pay your dues lah. It's always passion has always to be tempered with discipline, and like I agree with everybody else, with hard work and discipline, or else the passion will just die. Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. So life is not easy, but basically it is much better following your passion. But yes,
way better.
So thank you so much, Rain. Thank you so much, Nana. Thank you so much, Sinoman. Hope to see you all of you again. And we end this session with, in case there's any question whatsoever from our audience, you can continue sending your questions over to us. Okay, thank you so much. Back to you, Mayor, to run the video. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Boleh leave ke?
Boleh. Mayor akan run the video.
So thank you, Razak.
Advertisement.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Okay,
you all.
thank you, Razak. Okay, bye.
Bye, bye everyone.
Bye.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalam.
Waalaikumsalam.
Right. Thank you, boss.